Okay, so I'm going to start cutting your hair now, sir. This is the steps to cutting everything down. What I do here is I want to cut all the bulk off. Cut all the bulk off first because it's in my way. You're like, what the fuck? I'm cutting all the bulk off. You want to cut all the bulk off first because it's in your way. So cut off all the fucking bulk off. Cut all the gnats off. You want to cut against the hair because most of the time people cut different ways and it doesn't cut the hair off. On the bottom number, on the bottom I use small numbers, and on top I use high numbers. So close on the bottom, open on top.
What?
You say you wanted a mid-fade, right? Who's that?
Roberto.
Okay. Yeah, I know who that nigga is.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
You need to start letting him cut here.
Fuck no.
Why not?
All right, I'm gonna cut out my guideline, which is a mid-fade. Oh yeah, you got them things coming out.
Sure.
Yeah.
A lot of them, huh?
I mean, they're there, but they're not like.
Like the first time?
Yeah. All right, we're gonna cut our mid-fade guideline, which I always kind of like pointing it downways right here. Give it that round shape around the ear. Oh,
Yeah, you can do right, do one,
shit.
man.
Make sure you cut everything right the first time, because then you have to come back and cut it again. Who's that kid? The Rigo was here
What kid?
at the front.
That was your best friend.
Oh shit! You do got them hoes everywhere.
A lot?
You'll see when I'm done.
Yeah, bad, huh?
Yeah.
You ain't got some shit to clean it? I mean,
Nah, you need to let like your dog pee on it.
did?
All the way. Stop being lazy and just fucking picking it here and there. Cut all the way through. Round it. Point it down. Cut the beard off. Little peach fuzz hairs coming at the nose. Round it. Round around the ears. I'm putting pressure on the bottom and not putting pressure on top. Kind of like fading it already. A lot of people like to cut with pressure on top and it leaves that hard ass line. At the end of that's cute.
Spray some alcohol right now.
Huh? Why is it itchy?
Oh!
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get the one. Start from one side.
Give me the mirror, so while you talking, I ain't just listening.
Yeah. So with this here, with the one, I'm gonna cut from the bottom and I'm gonna flicker the top. So I'm putting pressure at the bottom, and as I get to the top, I'm not putting pressure up there no more.
But you was just doing that.
Because if I do, I'm gonna make another line. See that? I'm hitting that line hard, but as I get to the top, I'm flickering it. So what I'm doing here is flickering it, but you don't want to do that now too much because then you're just trying to fade. But what I'm doing is I'm flickering it just to show you what I was doing. But whenever you get to this part of the fading, the one is going to expose your fade. So after your guideline, your fade, you have to follow the guideline. So what I'm saying is you got to go with the shape of the guideline. So the way your clipper is shaped, you have to go like this pretty much as you're fading. You see what I'm saying? Follow it.
Then what the fuck were you just saying about putting the pressure at the top And not the bottom on the other one, right here.
On this,
Yeah.
the same shit. So you're right here, you're cutting it bald, but when you get to the top, you don't want to put too much pressure on the top of the line as you get higher, because then you're just making a hard line, and that hard line is going to be hard to fade off. And this is a hard line. This is a hard line right here. Look at it. When it's really printed on there. You see what I'm saying? That's a hard line. But it ain't shit hard for me, so I'm gonna be able to show you. So then now to make the fade look nice and even, which a lot of people don't do, they fucking pick at it, and that's why fades look all wavy and shit. You know? They fuck. That's why they look all wavy and shit, because they always want to pick at it. So what I do is, if I go up a whole inch fading it, it needs to be a whole inch following the same wave that I just created with the bottom guideline. It has to follow the same wave. You see how I'm turning the clipper as I'm going? I'm following the same wave, but I'm going up an inch all the way around. And make sure you cut it right the whole time, the first time. So then you have to come back and fade it again, like everybody else. So right there, that's a 1. I'm doing one side of the head first. That's a 1 right there. And come back with it, hit it with the brush, take that little excess hair off so you can see that it's clean and even. And then there's 3 levels I use, which is closed, open, and then midway. There's 3 levels of fading. So to fade the top line, I open it all the way, because right here on the 1, I closed it all the way to do it. You know, it ain't cutting shit because I already did that part. So my fade line, to take the fade line off, is gonna be level, the high level, open. So right there, I'm just flickering it, because the only time you need to put pressure on it is on the bottom, not the top. See why I'm flickering it? It's taking the line off. Whenever you hear it, that means it's cutting. Even though you can't see it, but you can hear it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm here when it's cutting. So you hear it, and then you see the hair getting less dark. That thing gets faded. Now for my 1, I'm going to my 1.5. Close. Follow that same wave. See? Back and forth with the 1.5. Why? Because the 1.5 has some white ass teeth, and it doesn't cut everything right the first time. So you do got to come back with the hole like a few times to get it right. And then the last line for that one is open. I don't do 3 levels on certain people, because their hair, it just depends on their hair. So that's open. And I'm targeting the line, which is, you know, pressuring it. Pressuring the line as you get up to past the line, you flicker it. Flicker, flicker, flicker. You see? Right there where the line is at. Hit it hard, flicker. Alright. You can see a line right there still, so that last line will be taken off with the 2. Closed. If I go any higher, I'll open it all the way, because all your bottom part are low numbers and top part is your high numbers. So I'm using a 2 low number, bottom part, pressure. You hear it cutting. If I want to go higher, open it. And I hear it cutting still. Now the bottom line, to take it off, we are going to use a higher number than what that was, which is a trimmer cuts lower than this, closed. So this is going to fade it off. And we are going to close it. Hit that line. If you got to stretch the skin up, you can. Just hit that line, pressure the line on the bottom, and then flicker it. So I do half an inch, not even half an inch, like a fourth. Do a fourth, you're hitting the line, because all you're doing is fading that bottom line up. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, done. Come back, and then do the 3 levels with this one. So it's close, open, and then midway. Same thing again. Stretch the skin. And back up this one, open. And that is it for that fade. So now we just come back and hit it with the edge. Natural as possible. You don't want to push it back to make another line. You just want to see the line visible. Right there. Not too much. Natural. I'm using this point to go against the hair, because if you sit there and go this way, it's not going to do much. You're going to have a lot of time. Now see, wall is limited to fading, so that's why I use my fast feeders to come back and retouch what I need to retouch. You can kind of see the darkness here, 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 and here. So this will take out all the stuff that the walls weren't able to take out, because they're just meant for fading and cutting bulk off. See, if I go higher, I open it. Higher numbers go high up tier, up the top part.